Hi everyone, welcome back to another FPL video on my channel. This is my Game Week 34 team selection. So I'll be walking you through how I'm looking to set my team up in Game Week 34 and all the changes I'm considering to make before the deadline. So if you find the video helpful in any way, please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. For Game Week 33, I managed to get 94 points. It was a very good game week. I think we had a few returns for some of the players that I didn't really expect to get that much returns from. Now, Petrovic finally kept a clean sheet for Chelsea and it's been long overdue. I think I've had him in the team for quite some time, but he hasn't really been returning. I'm happy to get the clean sheet from that. But some of the big hitters in my team are players like Fabian Schär that I think were not highly picked in Game Week 33 because they had a fixture at home against Spurs, a fixture that most of us expected that Spurs will score and there's no chance I get any defensive returns. He managed to give me 13 points, which I'm very happy about. I had Cole Palmer in midfield who returned 26 points after scoring 4 goals against Everton. Some very good returns from that. Obviously, he's highly owned at this moment, so the points don't really make a difference, but it's always good to have players that can return that much in your teams, because if you don't own them, then the red arrow is going to be massive, because you know that's a lot of points that he managed to accumulate in Game Week 33. Anthony Gordon returning 17 points. Happy for that pick. I think he's one of the assets that I'm looking to keep in the team, even in a game week that other managers are bringing in double game weekers. I'm happy to go with Gordon in Game Week 34. Solanke up front returning 7 points. I'm happy with that pick as well and looking forward to Game Week 34 with the double fixtures. Erling Haaland was my captain, returning 20 points. Overall, it was a decent game week and I'm happy with the rise because I'm currently about 592, 772k overall, which really I didn't expect, considering that about 2-3 weeks ago I was over a million, and I'm happy with how the season is going at the moment. Hopefully we can keep getting the green arrows and finish on a better rank. So 2 transfers to use heading into Game Week 34, and the changes I'm considering to make at the moment is to transfer out Son, who I managed to keep in the team for Game Week 33. Even though I think most managers were looking to bring in livable assets who had a fixture that we expected to be easier than others, but most of the livable assets managed to blank in Game Week 33. I went with Son expecting that I'll get returns from him against Newcastle, but unfortunately he blanked as well. But I think it puts me in a better position in terms that I have 2 transfers to use heading into Game Week 34. I've collected enough information before I make a change. Obviously there's Munich fixtures as well that I'll have to wait and see how Liverpool perform before I make the changes to bring in any livable assets. But at the moment, the changes I'm considering is to transfer out Son to bring in Luis Diaz, and I'll make a defensive change. I'll transfer out Areola and bring in Alisson. Now, when I make that change, I'll have Petrovic and Alisson as my goalkeepers. Obviously, Petrovic playing against Arsenal, which is not really a good fixture. I'll happily play Alisson in that fixture. So when I make those 2 changes, Areola to Alisson and Son to Luis Diaz, this is how the team should look come the deadline for Game Week 34. I'll have Alisson in goal with double fixtures against Fulham and Everton. With the form in which Liverpool are at the moment, I'm not really expecting 2 clean sheets from that, because I think Fulham have been in very good form. They've been scoring a couple of goals, so I don't really expect Liverpool to have an easy fixture away against Fulham. Everton are a team that is struggling at the moment. Maybe there we can be guaranteed a clean sheet, because I think they had a very tough Game Week 33, but I will have Alisson in goal with those double fixtures. In defense, I'll still go with Fabian Schär, even though he's got a single fixture against Crystal Palace. Gabriel with double fixtures against Wolves and Chelsea, and Alex Moreno who plays at home against Bournemouth. Now, that's another one that I mentioned in my transfer plans video that I'm highly concerned about, because I think he hasn't started in the last 3 game weeks. He only came in against Arsenal from the bench, and is a home fixture against Bournemouth, a fixture that if he started, I'll happily expect to get some returns in, but I'm not sure if he actually starts. So if I don't make that goalkeeper change to bring in Alisson, then maybe I'll have to make a defensive change, transfer out either Davci or Botman to maybe double up on Arsenal defenders, but that would depend on how they perform in the Champions League. But at the moment, I still have Moreno in the team. Mo Salah in midfield together with Luis Diaz, who I'm looking to bring in when I transfer out Son. Havertz with a double fixture against Wolves and Chelsea. Anthony Gordon with a single fixture against Crystal Palace, and up front, Mateta, who I've had in the team for quite some time, with a double against West Ham United and Newcastle, both those fixtures at home. Solanke playing against Aston Villa and Wolves, and Erling Haaland with a single fixture against Brighton on my bench, Petrovic and Cole Palmer playing away against Arsenal, Alfie Doughty at home against Brentford, and Botman was red flagged playing away against Crystal Palace. Now, this is how my team should look come the deadline for gameweek 34, but obviously I'll have to wait for all the Munich fixtures to get concluded before I make any transfers. But I'm considering transferring out Son, bringing in Diaz, and transferring out Areola to bring in Alisson. I could take a hit to bring in a defender so that I think I'm safer at the back, or maybe I have 2 double gameweekers in defense. But at the moment, with my 2 transfers, Areola to Alisson and Son to Luis Diaz, that's how my team should look come the deadline for gameweek 34. With the captaincy, I've got 3 options: Mo Salah with the double against Fulham and Everton, Kai Havertz against Wolves and Chelsea, and Dominic Solanke with the double against Villa and Wolves. Obviously, we're going to captain Mo Salah even though he's been in very terrible form. I think we expect Liverpool to pick up their form and start doing better, so Mo Salah is never in doubt in terms of double game week. We expect him to get maybe a goal in either of those matches, so he's the one that would definitely captain. But Kai Havertz is the one that I could also look at as a captaincy option, but I think Mo Salah is who most managers will captain come the deadline for gameweek 34, and I'm going to do just that, and that's how my team is currently looking before the deadline for gameweek 34. If you found the video helpful in any way, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.